Hey, everybody. Hey there. Hey, welcome to the Midday Moment. Hi, replay people. As we give a moment for live people to join us, welcome to the Midday Moment. If it's your first time joining us, I'm your host, Dr. Davina Jones. The Midday Moment is the place where we expect great things, not because we ignore the questions of our day, not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We believe that we are fully human and fully divine. In our fully human selves, we got stuffs. In our fully divine selves, we got the answers to the stuffs. So the Midday Moment is designed to make sure you are tapping into your divine. Because when you tap into your divine, you tap into your river where all the answers are, your river where hope is, your river of love, your river of peace, joy, goodness, strength, yes, comfort. And so we're here to make sure you're tapping into that river, all right? All right. It's a moving day. So we gotta make it do what it do. I'm expecting great things in my home. Oh, I'm expecting great things and all around me. I'm expecting great things. Eyes may not see, but I choose to believe in great things. Sing a little bit with me, and then we got to teach. I'm expecting great things. Everybody say, I'm expecting great things. Come on, believe it. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Yes. Say it one more time, and then we'll get into our teaching. I'm expecting great things. Yes, I am. I'm expecting great things. Whoa, I'm expecting great things. Everybody say great things. All right, y'all, it's the Midday Moment, so I got to kind of jump in a little quickly here. But I'm so delighted that you're with me. Y'all say thank you theme song, okay? Thank you theme song. You're welcome theme song. Some of y'all that have been with me, y'all like, okay, you did that a little differently. Well, I got to do it a little differently today. It's a really moving day. But that is our theme song by Priscilla Hilliard, all right? So that's right. I got to send the soundtrack to Miss Lucas. I got to make sure I do that. Okay, I'll get that done. So listen, we have been working together. This is the bestseller of the bestsellers, Life Changing Prayers. And so we're going to be sharing with you. It's available on Amazon. And so if you don't have your copy, you can get your copy. This is Life Changing Prayers. This is like an encyclopedia of prayers. It gives you models how to pray. How to have this conversation, because prayer is a conversation. Prayer is your conversation with God, and because God is love, I like to say it is your conversation with love. And when you have this conversation, it changes things. Prayer doesn't change things in and of itself, where prayer changes you. That's what love does. Love shifts you. It shifts you so that you can shift the thing. Okay. Prayer moves you. Love moves you so that you can move the thing. All right. As I said one time before, you looking for world peace? We it. We is it. We are the peace. When we get shifted in ourselves to be peace, then we become the peace in the situation, the peace that the situation is calling for. So this book really just helps you to kind of operate with that in mind. So again, welcome to the Midday Moment. It's not a full day, it's just a brief moment. And today is more of a moment than what it normally is because of my schedule. But this is a part of my spiritual practice. There's a certain way that I live my life so that I can overcome on purpose, not drown in despair and sorrow. I visit there. I've had that. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death. You walk through depression. You walk through oppression. And so there's a certain way I live my life so that I can walk through it and overcome it. There's a certain way that I live my life that I overcome on purpose and live on purpose, because I plan to have more peace woo, in my health, in my relationships, and in my money. More peace in my body, more peace in my relationships, and more peace in my money. So this is an opportunity for me to share, kind of like how I embrace that intention, all right, through my study. So I get a chance to share my study out loud with you, my spiritual study. And then number three, the certain way I live my life so that I can live on purpose. I believe that each of us come into this earthly experience with certain gifts, talents, and sensitivities that really define our purpose. Why am I here? Why was I born? For what reason did I overcome? And so I share these practices with you as an undergirding of those types of intentions and those types of aims in mind. So in our journey together, we are studying another personal prayer of the author. So let me give you a little context for it and then share the prayer with you, and then I'll go on to my next appointment. So, again, thank you so much for joining. So, this prayer that we're going to visit today, it is a prayer as it relates to lust. If the word lust scares you, I'll say pleasure. Okay, y'all remember Janet Jackson, the pleasure principle? When you live your life simply by pleasure, mm, 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 that's kind of it. You setting yourself up for some stuff. Okay, and so it's not that pleasure is wrong, but you got to know how to have, as we've been saying in one of our write-ups, you got to know how to have temperance in the midst of pleasure, peace in the midst of chaos. Okay, goodness and meekness in the midst of power. All right, goodness in the midst of evil. What is it? Something else. What was the other one? Something in the midst of harshness. I gotta go back over my little litany here, but I'm really just enjoying the verbiage. All right. So what was it? Meekness. I think that's what it was. Meekness in the midst of power. What was it? I can't get it now. Goodness in the midst of evil. Okay, I'll go back to it. We're gonna get it. But anyways, hold on. Because I really enjoy this. And I'm getting to this pleasure part. Temperance in the midst of pleasure. But since I started with the other ones, I'm gonna give it to you still because I had it here. So because I've been working on memorizing. Where did you go? What? What? Okay, it's not there. All right. So, anyways, we'll get it. And those of you that are watching it, if you already know it, then you can write it down because I thought I had it right here. But I guess I didn't. So it's okay. So, nonetheless, temperance is a kind of love in the midst of pleasure. If you try to live your life solely by pleasure, you're going to set yourself up. For some very self-destructive and disheartening experiences, and so today we're really kind of focusing on that. So the way, another word for pleasure, I'm going to use the word lust, because lust, and I love the way Dr. Pulley said it, the author of the book, and many of us are in relationship with just an amazing spiritual teacher, an amazing spiritual father, and so we've decided to really pull a great deal from these lessons and these notes here. Wow, I was really talking because I thought I could come to it. Wow, get out of here. Wow. Okay. So anyway, when we talk about, just have to let that go and come back to it. When we talk about lust, um, in this human experience, you have the opportunity to grow in consciousness, and so we talked about that yesterday. Growing in consciousness, growing from your subconscious to your conscious to the superconscious. What it means to grow from living in the valley, living in the plains, and living from the mountain, living in the mountain, being seated in heavenly places. I talked about I know I'm in the valley because I know when I'm reacting, when I'm just flipping off at everybody, I'm reacting because I'm in the lower state of consciousness, versus when I've gotten a little better and I'm responding because I'm in the plain. So I'm a little bit more thoughtful, versus when I'm on the mountain and I really can lead from that place of love. Love not meaning that you get to do what you desire, but love means I'm going to give you the truth with a great deal of compassion, that I seek to do you no harm. Love means that I'm also going to honor myself. Love means that I'm going to honor God as love, honor myself, and then honor you. So it works together in that order. So it's a little bit of recap. I know I just threw a whole lot of salt and pepper in there. All right. So that's kind of where we were yesterday. Today, when we talk about still operating in those levels of consciousness, here's another way to look at it: lust, want, and desire. valley, plain, mountain. Lust, want, desire. Lust is what I'm going to call today the unbridled want. You want it and it's totally unbridled. I mean, it's pleasure and you have no self control. There's no temperance. And some people live in many ways from that standpoint. I'm not judging you. I'm just giving you an opportunity because I've been there. I'm just giving you an opportunity to understand that you have options. You got options, all right? And so you can go from unbridled want, lust, to want. Want means I see it, I smell it, and I want it. And maybe I have a little bit more bridledness. I've got a little bit more control, but I'm still wanting someone to get. I might not overindulge in it. I might not be addicted to it, but I want it. And I'm still a bit limited in my self-control and my tempers. I'm not addicted, but I'm wanting and I'm going after what I want, even though I'm not addicted to it. So a little bit of a distinction there. And then the desire is what the desire has to deal with me being led by spirit. Desire means of spirit. So there is room for us to live. You know, you have the option to live your life based on lust, to live it based on lust and unbridled want, where you're just addicted, overindulging, lust, unbridled want. Two, I'm on my break. From lust and unbridled want to want, I got a little bit more bridledness, got a little bit more discipline, but I'm still wanting. I haven't figured out a way, to maybe settle myself and be satisfied, but I'm not addicted, but I do want it. It's an in between versus desire. That's that mountain. That's being led by spirit. That is living in the highest sense of self discipline, the highest sense of self control, because I'm living by desire. It's what I desire is of spirit. I want to punch you, but I desire to love you, have grace and compassion. It's a difference. So the prayer is I will not function in my lower consciousness of lasciviousness. I will choose. I choose to operate in my higher consciousness, the Christ mind. And I am being and I manifest temperance, which is self control. It's very short, it's very simple, but it's very important, it's very powerful. I will not function in my lower state of lasciviousness. I will not live my life simply by pleasure, unbridled pleasure, with no self-control, whether that's in my body, in my relationships and interactions, or my money, where I spend with no control. I'm just in relationships with no control. I am eating with no control, or whatever it could be other things. But I will not function in my lower consciousness of lasciviousness. It's there, but I don't have to function in it. I choose to operate in my higher consciousness, Christ mind, where I can enjoy pleasure and have some temperance. I can be led by my desire, by spirit. I desire to have some compassion. I desire to show grace. I desire to be good. I desire to be light as I enjoy myself so I can live a balanced life. Yeah, it's possible. Okay. That's what I offer you today. A little bit of more abbreviated than sometimes what I share here because we're at 13 minutes. Sometimes we go double the time. Okay. But I love you. I bless you. And I behold the Christ in you. I thank you for letting me share a little bit with you today. Thank you for letting me have this moment out loud. I get a chance to kind of work with my spiritual practice out loud with you. And I also posted this morning. I also posted the daily download because Dr. Pulley, the author of the book and the author of these prayer models, did a really good job at walking you through and giving some context. I just gave my little salt and pepper for where I am with it. All right. And so I offer that to you so you can, let it be a part of your daily bread. All right. Take care, everybody. I love you. Bless you.